wants to take you far away. 3,000 miles away from Mommy. To live with him in Seattle.
3,000 miles? That's very far away.
Yes, honey, it is. It's very far away. And if you were to go with him, honey, then we just wouldn't see each other very often at all. And I know you wouldn't like that either, baby. I know that. We would miss each other very
That's enough, Erica. Not another word.
I gather Palmer is not in?
No, he's at the office. Dixie should be down in just a minute. Well, how's Opal?
She's hurt. Angry. I don't blame her.
She loves Palmer. I know that much.
Yes, and for Palmer to accuse her of drugging him.
But it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous.
That's true. I mean, she has her faults, but she certainly is no criminal.
Oh. Hi, thanks for coming, Joe.
Dixie, you had some questions about Palmer?
Yeah. Is what Will's saying possible? That Uncle Palmer's symptoms could be caused by a drug?
Well, I looked up the drug that Will claims he found in Opal's health drink. It is a hallucinogen, and it could possibly bring about spells such as those Palmer has experienced. Now, whether that's the cause of his spells, I don't know. In any case, Opal could have nothing to do with it.
Joe, you've come here to defend that woman. You're wasting your time.
Uncle Palmer, come on.
No one else would have done this to me.
There's Will.
See, I must be hearing things. You're accusing me of drugging Uncle Palmer.
Yeah, and trying to pin it on me, you betcha.
You are out of your mind.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I didn't sleep a wink last night trying to puzzle this whole thing out. And then just a little while ago, all the pieces just fell right into place.
You're reaching, Opal.
You have been against me since the day Palmer proposed all that hooey about burying the hatchet. You were just full of it.
Look, before you go too far, who was the one who was always mixing up that witch's brew? That was you, Opal. And who was forcing him to drink it? That was you, too.
That was a health drink. Only you had to go and spike it with that hideous drug.
Listen to me. I did not, and I would not do anything to hurt Uncle Palmer.
Oh, you can deny it till you're blue in the face, but I know better. You have been itching to take over Palmer's company, haven't you? And then I came along and I messed up all your plans. As soon as I started working for Palmer, I was a threat to you, and you had to make me disappear. Well, what better way to do it than to just drug the boss and pawn off the blame on his wife?
That's a nice try, but pinning it on me is not going to work.
I'm putting you on notice, mister.
All right,
you are not going to get away with this.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Don't
let's
you
go.
dare! You take your hands off of me, you sloppy, wussy mogul, you...
You are going to leave this office.
Just stop it. Oh, your boyfriend is a Benedict Arnold. That's what's going on.
You call security and tell her to get...
Don't do it, Scott. Don't do it.
Now!
Yes, security. There's a slight problem, Mr. Cortland's
A slight problem. You bet there isn't. It's spelled Y-O-U,
You
mister.
keep it up, Opal. You
Oh,
keep it
don't
up.
worry. I'm going to keep it up. I'm going to keep it up until the whole world finds out what an ingrate you really are. You know, after all Palmer did for you, you should... How could you even look yourself in the mirror? I want to know. Well, he's just a little jealous of me, that's all.
What? Your Uncle Palmer got hip to her and she's taking out on me.
Down on your hands and knees for all that man has done for you. He takes you in, he pays for your college, he gives you a job. This is the way you show your gratitude, by betraying him like that?
Oh, yeah, you want to talk betrayal. Let's talk marrying somebody for their money, and then that's not good enough, so you line up something on the side.
Oh,
don't you?
you
Why don't you tell Sky what you were doing to your boyfriend? Or are you drugging Uncle Palmer and planning on taking over his company?
Oh, really? He lies like a rug. Anybody who wants to be rid of Palmer, it's him.
Somebody call? Yeah, I did. Get her out of here.
Don't listen to him.
What? Yes, Mrs. Court.
No, he's the one that you should be making to leave right here. This guy.
Trust me, my uncle wants her out of here. They had a falling out.
You guys are on the wrong side, and you're going to be sorry. You know, you are hooked up with a real psycho there, Sky. I pity you. I know who is behind this business, and when I prove it, you are going to end up being the main course in Satan's eternal barbecue. Get your hands off.
Will is like a son to me.
And we all know how beautifully you've done in that department.
He has no argument with me. I've done everything I could for that boy, and he is very appreciative. Good grief. He even changed his last name to Cortland because he knew it would please me.
Changing a name is easy. Changing behavior, that's difficult.
I thought you liked him.
Well, I did, until he came back from Hong Kong. He's different. He's ambitious and he's hardened.
Well, he certainly wouldn't drug me.
Neither would Opal.
Oh, please, Joe.
She loves you, Palmer. She'd never do a thing to hurt you.
I know her better than you do.
She's lived with us. I know how she feels. And nothing will convince me that she could be unfaithful to you.
Absolutely not.
Well, Dixie, you're going to stand there and let these people accuse your brother of what amounts to murder? Aren't you going to defend him? Well, no matter what you think about him, surely you can't believe that he would drug me.
I'm afraid, Uncle Palmer, that is exactly what I do believe.
Is it true, Daddy? Are you taking me to Seattle?
Well, that hasn't yet been decided. Now, you know that Mommy and I are getting a divorce, but we don't know yet which one of us you're going to be living with.
And Daddy wants to drag you off to Seattle.
Now, your Mommy and I both love you very, very much, and we both want to have you with us. But in terms of Seattle, well, I haven't made up my mind yet.
Mommy says Seattle's very far away.
Well, yeah, I suppose it is, but it's also a wonderful city. And I'm going to have to be spending so much time out there that I thought that I might just move out there as well. But that is the reason why I wrote to Judge Prendergast, asking him if you could come out there with me.
Why do you have to go there, Daddy?
That's a very good question, honey. Why didn't you tell her that, Travis?
Well, I was going to tell you about this a little later on, sweetheart, but we may as well talk about it now. You know that Molly is a very sick little girl, and she needs an operation to get well.
She needs a transplant, right?
That's right. And there are doctors in Seattle who are specially trained in that kind of surgery. So when the time comes, she has to be there.
Oh.
Do you remember when you were in the hospital? It was kind of scary, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted me to be there with you, didn't you?
She wanted us both with her.
Well, I'm Molly's father, too. And she's going to have to stay in the hospital even longer than you did, honey. And so I want to be there for her when she needs me. Do you understand?
I think so.
But what I would like to have is to have you there with me, too. That way I could take care of both my little girls. But nothing has been decided yet, like I said. And you don't have to go to Seattle or any place else unless you want to. Now, this is something that we will all talk about when I decide if I'm going to be staying there, okay?
Okay.
Excuse me, but if Bianca's going to the ice show...
Yes, of course. My goodness, she has to get ready now. Yes.
Oh, there's plenty of time.
No, she has to be there early.
To rehearse.
Oh. Well, then you go on with Miss Capshaw, then. Go ahead.
Daddy, are you still coming to see me?
Of course I'm coming to see you. I wouldn't miss it. That's why I brought my camera here, so I can take plenty of pictures of my talented daughter.
And Mommy's going to take pictures, too.
I can't wait.
Come along.
If I had a gun right now, I swear I would shoot you.
Sure you don't want any of this?
I'm sure.
Not even the apple?
Okay.
He's
He's not giving you a hard time, is he?
It seems Mr. Fry has no appetite.
What's wrong, Derek?
Just not hungry, that's all.
Aside from that, how you doing?
I'm not doing, Angie. I mean, look, last week I'm standing on my own 2 feet, and this week my legs feel like they're made out of rubber. It's driving me nuts.
Well, that's the way it goes. 1 step forward, 2
Yeah, and
steps...
8 steps back. Great.
I told him not everyone's recovery is the same.
That's right. They all have setbacks. You just have to work through them.
But you and Cal rehearse that stuff together?
No, we just believe in telling the truth. Now, look, that doesn't make it any easier. I understand that.
I'll take this.
Hey, how's Derek doing?
He perked up as soon as Dr. Hubbard came in.
Oh, really?
You know, I'd say there's something going on there.
Hey, David.
Hey, Daddy. You on your way to see Derek?
Yeah, I'm going to take him down to the gym for therapy.
Oh, great. Good. Oh, Daddy, I forgot to tell you, your favorite jazz group is in town.
Oh, yeah, the Nat Plummer Quintet. I almost forgot.
Tonight is their opening night. I thought maybe you were taking Dr. Hubbard.
I just might do that.
Well, they're only here for a week, so, you know, he who hesitates...
Hey, you know, I am really glad that you have lightened up on Angie and my case, but this encouragement is blowing my mind.
Oh, Daddy, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, join them, right? And besides, I don't want to see my dear old dad strike out.
I'm doing just fine.
Well, I'm just trying to help you do better.
Is that better?
Yeah, thanks. Oh, hey, Cal.
Hey, it's time for you to go downstairs.
He, had a muscle spasm.
Yeah, but I'm all better now, thanks to your tender touch.
Well, good. If you gentlemen will excuse me, I have to finish my rounds.
Don't you ever do anything like that again, do you understand?
Don't give me orders.
Telling her about Seattle like that was unconscionable.
I was following Dr. Tolan's orders. I was being honest.
Being honest with her, you deliberately upset her. I was planning on telling her about Seattle when the time is right.
And only you know exactly when that is.
Now, but it seems like I'm the only one who cares what her reaction to it is going to be. What are you trying to do, Erica? I mean, are you trying to roll back all the progress we made with Dr. Tolan? I mean, do you want her to have a relapse?
I'm trying to protect her. Travis, she has a right to know that you are plotting to take her away. Away from me, away from her grandmother, away from everyone she knows and loves. Now, if you don't think that that's going to hurt her, well, I will never let you do it. That's all there is to it. I mean it. There's only one way that you will ever get that little girl on a plane to Seattle, and that is over my dead body.
You don't know how good that sounds to me. Now, you get this straight. Until we get the green light from Dr. Tolan, you say not one single word to her about custody. Is that understood? Because if you do, you are going to regret it.
Are you serious? You think that Opal has been drugging Palmer?
I don't think. I know.
Impossible.
I have proof.
What kind of proof?
I have proof. I sent a sample of that health drink she's been forcing out to be analyzed, and it's toxic. Believe me. I also have photographs of her with another man.
It just doesn't make sense. Opal and Palmer adore each other.
Oh, look, she's a lovebird around him, but she's really a vulture circling around waiting for him to drop. And I just shot her out of the sky.
Have you forgotten something?
What?
Palmer loves Opal. If this is true, he must be devastated.
He'll get over it.
Will, how can you be so cold?
Well, look, I've said all along that she's wrong for him. I've been proven right.
Oh, there's something about this that...
What?
I mean, lately, all you've been concerned about is that Opal wants to take over Cortland Electronics, when the fact of the matter is that you're the one who's chomping at the bit to take over.
Hey, if you're suggesting...
No, it's just that for months now, I've been hearing is that Opal is maybe getting too much responsibility. Well, maybe she's right. Maybe you are jealous of her.
Hey, look, the woman's back is against the wall, Sky. She's a desperate woman.
Well, she could still be right.
Sky!
Will, I have got to know. Are you the one who's been drugging Palmer?
Will is driven by ambition. And I know for a fact that he's wanted Opal out of the way for a long time.
Nothing wrong with ambition. Surely you can't believe he's... No, I can't believe that. No, not for a minute.
I agree with Mr. C. Will would never do anything to hurt him.
Mr. Yu, I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't think you know.
Besides, Will was the one that uncovered this whole business. Now, why would he do that if he was guilty?
That's a good point, Mr. Yu.
Well, perhaps Will is just being extra clever.
Come again?
Palmer, let me ask you something. If you were to become incapacitated, or, God forbid, even died while you were married to Opal, who would control the company?
Will and Opal would share control.
And if Will were not in the sharing vein, what better way to get rid of Opal than by casting guilt upon her?
You mean you think that Will is trying to frame Opal?
I'm merely saying it's a possibility, that's all.
No, it's not. You're all trying to get Opal off the hook. Well, nothing doing. And I'm not going to stand around while you slander Will like this.
Oh, Mr. Wait. Can I just have a minute alone, please?
I have to get back to the hospital. You can call me there if you need me.
Thanks, Joe.
Palmer, I would like a copy of the lab report.
Yes, I'll send it.
Thank you.
I'll see you out.
Thanks.
Now, Dixie, what is it you couldn't say in front of the others?
It's the awful truth. After Mama died, Will, he vowed that he was going to get even with you. I think maybe that's what he's doing now.
How can you ask me that?
I have to know, Will.
I thought you loved me.
I do. But I also know that you blame Palmer for your mother's death. You also told me you wanted revenge.
I told you I dropped that.
I know, and I want to believe you. I do. There's nothing more.
Believe me.
I can't. You've told me time and again how much you hated Palmer. And Opal is ruining your plans. Well, look, Palmer's sick. He'll probably divorce Opal. You've gotten 2 wishes for the price of 1.
You really think I did it?
Opal is not capable of what you say she's done.
Sky, listen to me. I swear to you, on my love for you, that I had nothing to do with this. Now, I know that I've shut my mouth off a lot, but I'm not capable of something like this. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me.
I do believe you, Will. I do.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, Martha. What do you want?
This check should go out today. It needs a signature.
Oh, yeah. I'll sign that.
Mr. Cortland made a point of telling us that when a check was drawn for any more than $50,000, he was supposed to sign it.
You're right. Okay, give it to me. I'll have him sign it.
I'll be glad to take it over to him.
No, I have to go by the house anyway. Maybe I can convince him while I'm there that I can handle some of these responsibilities.
I'll get back to work then.
Hey, you. Come to lunch with me.
And then he actually had me thrown out. Can you believe the gall?
Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I wish there was something I could do. Thanks, but... Oh, darling, what did Dixie want?
Were you over at the manor?
Yes. It's not a very happy place.
Well, what happened?
Myra seems to feel that Will has been drugging Palmer.
Yeah, so do I, but would anybody listen to me?
Well, Dixie backs you up.
She does?
Yes. Unfortunately, Palmer's not buying.
Well, of course not. I mean, he would rather just believe that his wife is actually trying to do him in. Boy, that doesn't say much for my marriage, does it, Ruthie?
Opals, come on. Don't make a bad situation worse, honey.
Worse? Yes. How could it be any worse? The man is accusing me of trying to murder him.
Well, now, there's got to be some way of getting through to him.
Oh, what's the point, Ruthie? I mean, what, am I going to spend the rest of my married days with a man who is constantly suspicious of me every time he gets the sniffles? We want to be blaming yours truly? No, thank you very much. No. I guess I'll just sortie on over to Jack Montgomery's office and have him push the divorce button.
No.
Opal, no, absolutely not. You can't do that.
Opal, if you do that, you're just going to be playing into Will's hands. Now, is that what you want? Just to give up?
Oh, you know better than that.
Well, then there's got to be some way to bring Palmer to his senses.
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But what is it? I already told him that Victor was just a private eye that I hired. We even showed him proof. He wouldn't even look at it.
What's this about a private detective?
Wait a minute. Well, you never told us.
Well, don't be mad, okay? But the truth is, I hired him to find Tad. Oh. Well, I couldn't help it. I had to do something, you know. I have this powerful feeling in me, Ruth, that Tad is still alive.
I would give anything in the world if I could believe that.
We all miss him, Opal.
Listen, we've got to accept that he's gone. And if he were still alive, we would have heard something by now.
Ruth is right, Opal. There's nothing you can do now about Tad. But there is something you can do about your husband. Now, he may still be in danger. Are you just going to stand by and do nothing about it?
No, I am not.
It was an obsession with him, though. You know, he really thought that he was doing the right thing. He felt that the company belonged not just to him, but to me and to Laney and to Adam Jr.
Because I neglected your mother?
And when you proposed to Opal, he felt that he had to get rid of her. Fortunately, his first attempt failed.
His first attempt?
Uncle Palmer, Will had Opal investigated right after you guys got engaged. You remember that ghost thing that suddenly appeared just before you got married?
Yes. Opal almost called off the marriage because of that rubbish.
That was rubbish. Will hired an actor who looked just like Opal's old dead boyfriend to scare the wits out of her. And he had the ghost plant the idea in Opal's head that if she married you, you would end up just like Opal's dead boyfriend. That's why Opal didn't want to marry you. That's why she wanted to call off the wedding.
No.
Yes. Now, maybe you understand why I didn't push you into accepting Will back into the family when you two were estranged.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I'm sorry. I know I should have, but after Tad died, I pleaded with Will to drop this whole revenge business. And Sky begged him to, and he told us. He gave us his word that he had, and we believed him.
Now you're having second thoughts.
It's just that, you know, you've heard him carry on about Opal. And I know Opal, and I know that she loves you. Well, she was ready to give you up before the wedding, so you wouldn't end up like Clem Boykin. You know how worried she was about your heart? And I just truly believe that she is not capable of doing what Will is accusing her of. But it pains me to say this. Will could.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Will. Sky.
Something happening I should know about?
Well...
No. Your sister and I were just discussing the sorry state of the world. I've kept you long enough now. Oh, this is the day that Dixie visits Officer Fry. He always looks forward to her visits.
I'm sure he does.
Oh, good. Yeah, she has a gift for making people feel better.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know about that.
Well, give him our best.
Would you excuse us just for a moment?
Okay. See ya. I wasn't going to go see Officer Fry until later.
He'll be delighted that you've come at the time.
Are you sure that you don't want me to stay?
Absolutely. Listen, about the Will's vendetta against you, did you say that Sky knows about it? Well, thank you for being so honest. I know it's hard for you to talk against your brother.
Well, I certainly hope to heaven that I am wrong. But I couldn't let him go on discrediting Opal. And And I love you, Uncle Palmer, and I know that she loves you, too.
I love you too, darling. Go on now.
Martha sent this check by. Needs your signature.
Thank you.
You know, if you would let me have a little more responsibility, I wouldn't have to bother you with such trivialities.
While you're here, I'd like you to go over those Nagasaki contracts. They're in the office on my desk.
Sure, I'll take them back to the office with me.
Oh, you don't have to. They won't take that long. And don't worry about Sky. I'll entertain her.
If you don't mind.
No, go right on ahead.
May I offer you some refreshments?
Will and I are going to grab a bite to eat when we leave.
I suppose Will has kept you informed about what's going on in this family.
He's told me a little. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's a sad story. Please sit down. Sky, I feel bad that you and I have never gotten to know each other. It's my fault, of course, because of the animosity that exists between your father and me.
You don't have to apologize, Mr. Cortland. I understand the situation.
You're very kind. But, geez, I think the situation ought to be changed. Now that you and Will are engaged, I think we should become more acquainted.
I don't know. I mean, I'm at a loss. If I hadn't been there, who knows what you would have told Bianca.
Where's Bianca now?
She's preparing for the ice show. She's awful excited about it.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fun for her, and I think it's good. Well, this is so typical of you, Travis. You couldn't wait to come and see Dr. Tolan and tattle.
See what I've got to put up with?
I believe that you should hear my side, too. This isn't about taking sides. Travis is only here because he's very concerned about Bianca. And you think that I'm not? Travis, what in the world have you told Dr. Tolan?
I told Dr. Tolan that you mentioned to Bianca that I was running off to Seattle and taking her with me.
Well, is there something wrong with that? That is what you're planning to do.
We were going to tell her together.
Yes, just as we should have told her together that we were planning to get a divorce. But you took that upon yourself to tell her. Please, both of you, this bickering about who is responsible and who has done what to whom is just, it's going to make things just harder for Bianca in the long run.
I'm sorry.
Erica, you've got to stop trying to prejudice Bianca against her father. It's going to end up hurting her, and I know that's not what you want. No, of course it's not. Well, then both of you have got to stop trying to score points here. I'm sorry. I certainly don't want to do that. I understand that you're trying to help Bianca, and I don't want to do anything to undermine that. I will abide by your rules. Good. Well, I have another patient to see right now, so I'll be in touch. Your little trip over here didn't work, did it? I know the real reason why you came here, Travis. You were obviously trying to sway Dr. Tolan and her testimony against me in the custody suit.
Same old Erica. Everything revolves around you.
Just give it up. You will never get Bianca away from me.
Yes, it's a sad affair. It's very crushing to know that the woman you loved has betrayed you.
Maybe she hasn't.
No. I mean, what other answer can there be?
I don't know.
I know you don't know Opal too well, but I would be very curious to have your impression of her.
I like Opal. I know she comes on a bit strong at times, but I've always felt that her heart has been in the right place.
So you really don't feel that she could have done this to me?
No, I don't. I know how much you two loved one another.
Oh, yes, well, as I said, it's a very sad affair. Will has been a tremendous comfort to me, of course. I don't know what I've done without his strength and his comfort. Oh, well, I'm very grateful to him. I really am. And thank goodness he gave up his vendetta against me. Otherwise, I might have suspected him instead of Opal.
You know?
Oh, yes. Dixie mentioned it. I must say that at first I was rather taken back. I would be very uncomfortable if I if I knew that Will still harbored ill feelings toward me.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about Will. Mr. Cortland, he's changed a good deal over the past few months, and I think that I know he cares about you a lot.
That's very reassuring, absolutely, and I'm sure you're right. Now, I have every faith in Will's loyalty. Would that I could say the same for Opal.
Hi. I didn't know you were into crossword puzzles.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. Maybe someday I'll actually be able to complete one.
Well, you know my father is a whiz at that stuff. The Sunday puzzle doesn't even have a chance with him.
Yeah, he's a very bright man.
He is. I just wanted to let you know that I realize that I'm very unfair to you both.
Charlotte.
No, really. And I want to apologize. I realize that my father's crazy about you, you know, and that I wasn't too understanding about you two guys being together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's no need for you to explain. You love your father, and you just want him to be happy, right?
Yes, I do. And he is. He's very happy with you.
Well, that's very nice to hear.
And I just want to let you know that there'll be no more waves from me.
Well, thank you.
And I'll even go as far as to say that I'll be your maid of honor when you two guys tie the knot. How's that?
That's very sweet. But I can assure you, our relationship is nowhere near that serious. Your turn.
Tired? What do you think?
Well, I did work you kind of hard.
Hey, well, no pain, no gain. Anyway, it was a little torture between friends.
So, how are the legs? Are they cramping up?
No, it's fine.
You sure? I can have a nurse come in and rub you down, or maybe you'd prefer the good Dr. Hubbard.
I knew there was something bugging you.
Look, I'm going to come straight to the point here. I love Angie. What's going on between you two?
Oh, get out of here, man. I'm no threat to you.
You haven't answered my question.
Will you look at me? Look at this. Do you seriously think she'd be interested in that?
Look, if Angie loves somebody, she wouldn't care if you can walk, run, or fly. And you're going to be back on your feet anytime soon. I'm still waiting for an answer.
Look, I'm grateful to her. I mean, she made me take a good, long look at reality. I mean, if it hadn't been for her, I'd probably still be lying around here feeling sorry for myself. But, man, you got nothing to worry about. I mean, as far as Angie's concerned, I'm just another patient.
Knock, knock.
Oh, hey, Dixie. Come on in.
You're supposed to say who's there. Come on. Am I interrupting your therapy?
No, we've finished.
Oh, good. Well, then we can have a nice long visit.
I'll catch you later.
I'll be here. What's wrong?
Oh, you don't want to hear my troubles.
I don't want you to have any troubles. What, that kid of yours acting up?
Oh, no. Oh, Junior never gives me any troubles.
Well, something's bothering you.
I just wish Tad were here, you know?
Yeah. Me too, Dix. Me too.
He always knew what to do. Whenever I was having a rough time, you know, he always knew how to take the gloom away.
Well, look. I'm not much of a substitute, but I'm willing to try.
It's my family. Everything is such a mess.
Oh, yeah, I lost my key. My Resi there in the library.
Yes. Will and Sky are here.
Oh, well, good. Let me in.
Opal, you really shouldn't be.
I am still the mistress of this house, Stan.
Here, let me take that.
Oh, don't bother. It's going to be short and sweet.
Who let you in?
Excuse me, Sky, but I have a few things to show Mr. Cortland, and I am not leaving until he looks at them.
Out, Opal.
I am not budging from this spot, Palmer. Now, excuse me, Sky, but would you mind giving us a few moments alone?
Of course.
Thanks, son. Now, I want you to look at these papers, and I want you to look at them now, Palmer.
Don't mind me. I just got kicked out of the library.
My Uncle Palmer?
Opal.
Opal, she's here?
Uh-huh. Well, where are you going?
I'm going to take care of this.
Okay, see for yourself. There's the expense record. Here's the mileage report. Here's
You don't know when to give up, do you, Opal? Get out.
It's between me and my husband, if you don't mind.
What's he been doing?
If it's any of your business, I am proving I wasn't having an affair, okay?
All right, you can leave quietly or you can leave not so quietly.
Are you going to let him toss me out 2 times in one day, or are you going to show some spunk and stand up to him? Now, what is it going to be, Palmer? Have you got the guts to admit that you were dead wrong about me and Victor?
Miss Yulitowski, we need you in here. What's going on? Opal was just leaving.
No, I am not.
Opal, maybe it would be best.
Just keep away from me, Stan.
Grab her other arm, would you?
Oh, gosh, Opal, I'm sorry.
The truth is staring you right in the face. Why aren't you looking at it, Palmer?
Let her go.
What?
I said unhand her.
Uncle Palmer, you can't listen to the ravings of a demented woman.
The 2 of you can go.
But you can't trust a word she said.
I'll decide what to believe. Now, both of you, out.
Suppose you'll squirm her way out of this one?
I hope not.
Some visit, huh? That's better. It makes you wish I'd stayed home.
You kidding me, Dix? Are you kidding me? I'm always glad to see you, whether you're up or down.
I just feel so bad. I mean, how could a sister do something like this to her own brother?
Look, Dixie, you were only just being honest.
I could have kept my mouth shut, you know, and I would have if Will had just kept his mouth shut about Opal. I just know that she would not do this.
Well, then look, you did what you had to do.
And why do I feel so crummy?
Look, it's not always easy to do the right thing. But as long as you've gone this far, I want you to do something else for me.
What's that?
I want you to go and see Trevor and tell him everything you've told me.
Oh, come on. Oh, I couldn't do that. Derek, this is like family we're talking about. I cannot go to the police. Like, they cannot be involved.
Dixie, I am the police, remember? Besides, if Cortland's life is in danger...
Wait a minute. Would you help me? Not officially?
Okay. Okay. We'll work with what we've got.
Well, what's that?
My training and your legs. Okay. Now, from what you've told me so far, there's no conclusive proof against either Will or Opal, right?
Right. Only that things look kind of bad for Opal. I mean, there's a picture of her with another man, and this health drink thing was totally her idea.
Not circumstantial. There could be explanations.
You really think so?
Look, your uncle has plenty of enemies. Rich men always do. As I recall, he and your ex-husband had a big feud going.
Oh, Derek, I don't think Adam.
Look, wait, listen to me now, Dixie. Now, you have to think of everybody as suspects. And then you start looking for the motive, the means, and the opportunity. Now, a lot of people have the motive, and anybody with access to the Cortland Manor has the opportunity. But who has the means to get that drug? That's what you have to find out.
What's going on?
All right, I've looked at it.
That's all you got to say?
All I glean from this material is that you did hire Victor Garderian to look for Tad. There is nothing here that proves that you weren't having an affair.
Even though you know that he is a private eye, you still think that I'm having an affair?
Certainly possible.
Oh, I could just crack you over the head, Palmer Cortland.
Which you would do if I gave you a chance.
You are a jealous fool.
Jealous, yes. Fool, no.
Don't you see what you're doing, Palmer? You're just letting those old insecurities of yours just run wild with you. And that's why you won't trust me.
Oh, spare me the psychoanalysis.
I thought I'd broken through some of those barriers, but guess I didn't even make a dent in that iron curtain of yours, did I? And you know why? Because you don't love yourself, so you don't believe that anybody else could possibly love you.
You've been reading those women's magazines again.
I am right, and you know that I'm right. You're so sure, Palmer, that everybody is out to get you that it just makes you crazy. Well, you know what I think?
No, I don't, and I don't care.
Well, I think that you were just feeling a little bit too happy, and you were afraid that it was going to end. And so, rather than wait for that to actually happen, you made it happen. You were just looking for some reason to get rid of me.
That's utter nonsense.
Well, you don't have to look any further, okay? I'm leaving. Oh, you two eavesdropping again. My Lord.
Opal, don't go.
Why not? What's that?
CRS-17.
What?
For experimental use only.
Isn't that the stuff?
Opal, if you're innocent, why was this drug in your possession?